Good morning. My name is Reverend Annie Batchelder. This is the live Facebook group Bringing Forth Soul Consciousness. It's quotes and information and activities that are also presented in my book, Bringing Forth Soul Consciousness, now available on Amazon. And if you order it on Etsy, I can write I can sign your book on the inside cover and send you a special message. You'd like that. My Etsy store is called soulsorcerer.etsy.com. I'd love to have you visit there. You can also download printable digital copies of some of the prayers or quotes from the book that are striking to you or good reminders to you for embodying your soul's light or relying upon the divine and all that kind of stuff that we all, I don't know about you, I need reminders every day that divine is in charge, not me, and that I can count on her to help me get everything done. So today I'm going to open this whole thing. Good morning, Heather Wright Harris. Oh my God, I'm honored that you're here, Sugar. Nice to see your name here on the Facebook. I'm going to open this event with a prayer, which I think is a kosher way to start a spiritual activity. And this is my soul purposes prayer. And I'll read it slow enough that you can repeat it after me and make it yours. Okay. My soul purposes go forth to bless, heal, inspire, elevate, and dignify the needs and hearts of all women and men. I know that matter and spirit are one. For everything is made of the one spirit. I look upon money as divine substance. I am divinely compensated in wonderful ways. Divine substance and money are constantly circulating in my life. Daily, joyously, divine substance flows freely to me. I use divine substance wisely and constructively. Every day, I receive more clients, students, book sales, and opportunities. Divine Source, I am grateful for your unlimited generosity in all things. Good morning, Shannon Altman Hood. Good morning, Cheryl Molick. This is great. I'm glad to see you all here. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. So I'm going to go ahead and take a look and see if anybody's written up questions here on the Facebook group page. And that's the deal. Write your questions on this group page and I will channel you an answer. And it takes a little bit of time for Facebook to catch up with me. I'm such a fast person. Not really. Good morning to more. Okay, Shannon's at work and she might be off and on. Bless you. Oh, Heather Wright Harris. The book looks amazing. This book is really amazing. I mean, it's phenomenal to think that this came through me. And there's some significant spiritual wisdom in here. And there's some really esoteric parts where I literally argued with the guides about, can I really bring this information through? And they're like, relax, just write the words we send you. I'm like, okay, this is above my pay grade, but I'm going for it. And this book makes you feel good. It makes you feel connected. It makes me know that you and I are walking shoulder to shoulder on the spiritual path, and we are all souls trying to be the best we can be and fulfill our soul's purposes and fulfill the greater overall divine purpose. We're all just trying to do the best we can every minute. And I'm probably saying that a lot loud because I feel a little diminished today, but I want to answer your questions no matter what, because that's what we're here for. And I love channeling for you. It's awesome. Awesome for me. Okay, Shannon says, my dad is still in the hospital. I need guidance on my current emotional space. So, greetings and welcome, Shannon, from the Akashic Beings of Light. And we are here to remind you that you are connected energetically to your Father always. You needn't go through human beings. You just go through soul to soul. Link your heart with him. First, back up. Embody your soul's light. Bring in the light of your soul, that 8th chakra, about a foot above your head, and let it just pour itself into and around you, filling you up completely, physically, with your soul's light. And then open your heart and connect with your Father's heart. He knows who you are, whether he is conscious of the connection or not, in the way that you understand consciousness to be. But you love him heart to heart. You can talk to him heart to heart. You can encourage him heart to heart. You can say the things that you need to say now, because I know that you are worried that he is going to die. But he is a slow healer, although he's very methodical and he's working on it. So I must understand that perhaps one of the best things you can do is witness his activity of restoring cells, stitching up invaded or surgeried parts, reconnecting things in the new way that he has to reconnect them. If he has lost a certain length of bowel and so forth, that he is very, very much turned inward, looking to facilitate his body's healing. And it is concentrated work. Remember, he's a man, so he is single focused. He's going to focus on one thing and one thing only. And so any extraneous stuff will be tuned out. But he, at a soul level, knows you and you know him. And so you are speaking from your heart, perhaps even send it up to the divine and then down to him. And it cleanses all the fears that you have out. It cleanses all the anxiety that this entire circumstance has caused you. It's important that you find that calm and that assuredness that he knows you and he will always know you and he will always be part of who you are now. And think of all the things that you are grateful for that he has brought you. Wisdom, charity, stability, love, commitment. And don't worry about the dramatic fray that his wife has brought up, don't worry about that. Set it aside. Give that to the divine. It's not for you to handle. It's not for you to straighten out. What you are responsible for now and what you are empowered to do now from a heart and soul level is to communicate your love to him. And just be in that love that you have for him, even if it is tearful, even if it is filled with longing for connection. You create that with him, heart to heart, soul to soul. You know each other from the soul realms. You have been in many lifetimes together. And so it is no wonder that you asked him to participate in this particular lifetime with you as your father. You have shared much along the way. And remember a past life that you shared with your father where you were dancers and you were in a traveling dance show throughout Russia. And there were long, long periods of time when you were traveling by rail and by wagon, slowly making your way through little village after little village, bringing your beautiful work to these people in the outer reaches of Russia. And know that you kept each other warm, you kept each other limber, you supported each other, you were always with each other and competed just a little bit. And this connection that you have with your father goes beyond time into the realm of the soul, where there is no time. And that your connection goes on beyond this geographic space in this lifetime. That you are wholly connected. Let's see if we need to. Is there anything else? Akashic beings of light. Know that we support you, Shannon. And we are sending you love and light that will sustain you in this difficult time. Good morning, Stephanie Ansley Miller and Diane Dobson. How wonderful that you two are here. This is wonderful. All right. Stephanie says, I need advice today. Woke up with a small headache, which means my neck may be out again. How can I keep my neck and spine in alignment? Do you have an inversion bed or inversion boots? Or is there some way that you can take the pressure off your neck? Perhaps even just lying on the bed crosswise, not lengthwise, but crosswise, and hanging your head a little bit off the bed with your arms outstretched, and letting things flow a bit more like that. Also, what's being a pain in the neck? What thoughts are causing you the most grab hold and tense up? And breathe into the space between the vertebrae and enlarge the space between the vertebrae. And there you go. So you're sorting out the relationship between the cervical spine and your atlas as we speak. So you are already doing the work. Don't make it work, but just explore what you see and what you come to know in this space between your atlas and the cervical section of your spine. And there's a little bit of shame in there that you should be able to do this better, and you've had this problem for years and you should have overcome it. Well, we're going to just set aside the word should. Should is not empowering. It's like a big bat that we whack ourselves with, and it's not good for you. It's not healing, it's not helpful, it's not uplifting, it doesn't transform your physical abilities, and it doesn't transform anything else. You may wish to get some orthotics or begin wearing orthotics that you have had for a while. Again, making sure that you use them all the time. I even use them in my slippers. And there are little healing divas that you can send in there to do some work. There's some detritus in between some of the upper cervical 3-2-1 little fibrous or bits of this and that need to be cleaned out. Whoa, that was fast. Yes, vacuum those babies right out of there. So you're cleaning that energy and that old cellular riffraff out of there. I know that the spinal fluid is a pristine, sterile, uncontaminated area. And as you take in those words about things being sterile and uncontaminated and inaccessible by outside influences, it restores your body to a better working vibration, a better healing vibration. It begins to allow you to understand how all of this works. I also think you might be just a wee bit low on water. So a little water with some lemon or lime in it would be a good idea. Big glass of water, maybe 12, 14 ounces, something like that. 16 is really good. Just down it, so that your body has enough to work with. Let's see who else has a question. I love questions. These are very good. All questions are good. All questions are good. There's no shame in having a question. As we grow and as we shift and change, you do change. Your questions change. Your perspective changes and your needs change. So you're going to have questions about how to adapt and be the person that you are today that is different than you were last week. So it's very good to have questions. Cheryl Mock has always got good questions. She loves questions. And being inquisitive, especially from a childlike standpoint, is a very good thing. Very good thing. It lets you have questions and be curious in a way that does not cause judgment in you. I'm thinking about the cards that we pulled earlier this morning, and they don't want me to do the cards so much. They want me to have all of you, get in touch with the soul light that is in your 8th chakra above your head, and have that soul chakra open the floodgates and pour its light into you. It fills this space between your crown chakra and your soul chakra with light, and then it fills your skull and it pours around you. It's got the consistency of honey, and also some glistenings in it that are reminiscent of honey and the crystals that are within that reflect light and cause light to flow and move around. There you go. Good, 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 good. There. Yes. That may cause you to want to move your body a little bit more, to like make room for it, let it flow in with the least amount of obstruction or difficulty. There you go. Good, 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 good. Everyone, you're doing so well. Letting that soul light fill you up all the way down to the hip sockets. Let it pause there a minute and catch up all the chakras. And then go down the legs, filling everything inside and outside the legs, the knees, the calves, the ankles, the feet, and going all the way into the earth. And find that perfect place for your soul's light to ground itself in the earth. My perfect place is the balance point of Mother Earth. That really stable spot that allows the earth to spin on its axis, in its orbit, and yet my connection with it is perfectly stable. Yes, good, good, good. Please feel free to ask questions. Dumb questions are great, smart questions are great, repeat questions are great, whatever we've got going on. Okay, here's Cheryl Mullock. In the coming year, we've heard things will change a lot. The uncertainty is on my mind. What can we do to prepare? Well, first of all, whenever the human mind goes out into the future, it gets fearful. Good morning, Cher, Renee Siever. Whoa. Whenever the human mind goes out to the future, it gets fearful. And so rather than send your mind out in a fearful state, doing this, embodying your soul's light and being in the light that you are, in your physicality, in the present moment, allows you to be unafraid of what the future might bring. Most people think the future can't be better than what we got now because they don't, how could that be? I mean, I'm prepared for what happened before. I know what to do, but I'm not prepared for what I don't know what it's going to be like. And perhaps start to transition that I'm not prepared for a future of unknowns into statements that say things like, the divine will see me through whatever I experience in this lifetime every day. The divine will help me through each and every day. And I will not abandon myself in that going out into the future and with this fearful point of view and this fearful uncertainty. I stand in the strength of my present moment, in the light of my soul, knowing that my soul connects me strongly, totally, and wholly with the divine, so that I and my soul and the divine are all linked up. There you go. Did you feel your lower backs release? Oh, that was nice. Good work, folks. And so life has been uncertain since the beginning. You know, when we first came out of the water and started to walk on land or on the shore of our mucky ponds, we got eaten by dinosaurs or creatures that were bigger than us and found us like food. And that was scary. That was one initiation into death. You know, and when we were before penicillin, we died of the smallest cut or abrasion. And so things were uncertain then too. Life has always been uncertain, but it's the mind that wants to control the details is the one that is most upset because it's uncertain what the details are. So my favorite phrase nowadays is the divine is in charge of time, timing, and the details. The divine's in charge of timing, time, timing, and the details. The divine is in charge of time, timing, and the details. And really looking around and seeing the abundance that we have, the abundance of security. We are not being bombed. We are not being shot at. We are not being hated. We are in a very, very safe place here in the United States. And our children, for the most part, are safe. And to look around and see what we have instead of what we're afraid we won't have, what we're afraid we won't have, is a whole different perspective. And that enhances a sense of there is enough food, enough water, enough gasoline, enough time, there's enough resources to get things done and to make changes and to continue forward. We are given the resources we are need as we need them. What I've seen is that the divine doesn't show us a real big picture of who we're becoming because that scares the pants off us. And we just turn tail and run and go, you got to find somebody else to do that. I'm not big enough for that. So the divine shows us little pictures of what's to do today that forwards your soul's purpose, or what can I do today that is the most empowering for my son or my relationship with my beautiful partner. You know, the divine gives us the resources that we need for today. And we build on that. We stand on that. We stand in the surety and the security of that. And we know that the divine has always loved us and always will love us. And that continues day to day to day, always. Oh, Peggy says happiest of holidays to you, Annie. You made my day. Thank you, Peggy. Oh, that's really nice. I mean, I used to look at the holidays and call them the holidays because it was like this big push to get everything done and be happy and cheerful and wrap all the presents. Now I have a partner who wraps the presents. I can't believe it. It's wonderful. I didn't know that could be so nice. I used to think it was my job, always. And then to all of a sudden have somebody to step up and go, I'll do that. Oh my God. A heavenly thing, a heavenly thing. So, and this is a busy holiday for me. I want you to know my sister is donating a kidney to my sister-in-law. So and that's happening on the 19th. Surgery is happening on the 19th, and it's a big deal for our family. I'm going to change that at Christmas holiday for sure. I mean, I have no idea what we're going to do at Christmas Day. And my mother's birthday, her 92nd birthday is the 22nd. So we're like, okay, we usually have a nice party for her, crab dinner and all this kind of stuff. And I don't know, everything's kind of up in the air. And, and so my whole attention really is for the future is on those events. The surgery, successful, peaceful, everybody heals up just right. And the acknowledgement of my mother and her wonderful contributions to us gets done day to day. So I'll have to remember to acknowledge my mother today, so that she knows that she's loved and honored. I mean, she produced this. All of these kids were quite a bunch. Anyway, what else do I need to go over today? Oh, there are some announcements. Thank you, Cheryl. You sending love to my family. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. I'm open to that. It really makes a difference. Let's see. There are some announcements I want to make. Not only is my beautiful book available on Amazon and my Etsy store, if you order from Etsy, I actually have to ship it to you so I can sign the inside cover and maybe inscribe it with a little message for you. I would love to have you get that. It's $24 on either platform, Amazon or soulsorcerer.etsy.com. And you can buy it on my website, all kinds of things. But also, this coming Saturday, which is December 16th at 9:30 Pacific time, I'm going to be doing another one of those, the intersection of health and spirituality, where I interview other people who've had, significant health challenges and have made that connection between health and spirituality and used those spiritual elements to assist themselves to heal. And I'm going to be interviewing Chris Rusati, who's a good friend of mine. She's an energy worker. She's a body worker. She's a Reiki master, teacher, and practitioner. She's awesome with tarot cards. I mean, she knows a lot about that stuff. I mean, I learn from her all the time. She knows how to open the Akashic Records for you and for herself. She's also certified in grief and loss facilitation and support. And she knows how to work with people who are in chronic conditions and very difficult conditions or at the very end of their lives. So she's got a massive amount of skills, and she's fun and she's lovely and she's upbeat. And it's like, oh my God, the things that she's gone through, they would flatten the rest of us. So we're going to be talking on Saturday morning at 9:30 Pacific time, maybe as much as an hour, probably a squeak less. You can ask questions towards the end. And we're basically inquiring about how the intersection of health and spirituality has been for her, and what's worked and how's it worked and where did it contribute to her. So I'm looking forward to that. So that's this Saturday. Now, Wednesday, December 27th, I'm going to be speaking on feminine frequency. The Fem Frequency is a Facebook group page, and I'm going to present on the Akashic Records and the Soul's Light. So that should be interesting for most of you. It's my favorite two topics, the soul and the Akashic Records. I mean, I'm a broken record about those things. It's really my signature process of connecting with the soul and how that connects us with the divine. So that's going to be December 27th at 11:20 a.m. Maybe get there at 11:15, okay? So on Facebook groups /Fem Frequency, FEM Frequency, as in fem and as in feminine frequency. That's a great group. You might want to join that group. Really a lot of awesome women go-getters. Awesome. If you're interested in learning to channel, the opportunities coming right up in February, first weekend in February. I'm going to teach you how to open to a guide that is compatible or even shares your life purpose or your soul's purpose and enhances your life. And so you can start to bring this guide through vocally, written wise. We're gonna practice some of these channeling skills. Then in March, I'm doing opening the channel. It's going to be on Zoom. And that is Saturday, February 3rd and Sunday, February 4th from noon Pacific time to 5 p.m. Noon to 5. And in March, I'm going to teach the beginning Akashic Records class. And that also will be on Zoom. And that's Saturday, March 2nd, 12 to 5. Sunday, March 3rd, 12 to 5. And you can sign up by sending me an email, sending me money. That always works. That gets my attention. Tuition is $425 for the beginning Akashic Records class. The opening the channel class, the tuition is $244 and $425 respectively. And both are really good. And I'm doing opening the channel first because that's how I was introduced to working in these realms, in this soul level frequency and this soul level plane of consciousness that happens with channeling and with the Akashic Records, and being able to receive energy and information and signals from my body and images in my mind, and how this comes through, and being able to amplify that for you through these methods is it spiritually enhancing on all levels, whether you want to use it for working with others or you want to just enhance your own spiritual growth and have a way to ask your questions and get your own answers. I want you to be empowered to get your own answers, although I love reading for you and I will always read for you. And sometimes even I need to get somebody to interpret some of the things going on or see outside my little blinders. My little box gets really small. And so I need somebody to help me look through it. So that's the announcements for today. And let me see if there have been any more questions coming in. I think we're getting to the end of this day's work. Oh, Sherry, you want to learn from me? Oh, thank you. I think you have a lot to share in yourself. You have so much. Share Renee Seaver has so many certifications. It's awesome. I mean, she's got a triple PhD in studying all these kind of esoteric things. Rebecca, you are so welcome. I love seeing you here. I'm so great. Cheryl says, are these dates on your website? Yes, anniechannels.com. They're on my website. I've listed them in my events pages on my personal page, Annie Batchelder. And send me a private message and I'll get you connected. If you want to know these dates again, or you need to know a little bit more about it, or what if I, that like that. My Venmo is Venmo at Annie-Batchelder, Bachelder. So Annie Batchelder. And I present these things to you in the way that I learned them, that helped me to go from channeling to the Akashic Records and come back to channeling. This book, Bringing Forth Soul Consciousness, this whole book is channeled. And it's channeled by the Akashic Beings of Light, by Anubis, and sometimes the Great Creatress comes through. And I'm nearly done. By the end of the year, I should have the audio book available for you all. It's very exciting for me. That's one of my biggest accomplishments for this year, I must say. The other accomplishment I have is being able to talk with people like you. I really appreciate it. I very, very much appreciate it. It's awesome to me to think that Bringing Forth Soul Consciousness Facebook page has 502 members. In about the space of a year, 502 members. People must want to know about the soul, their soul, your soul, the soul. It's a subject worth your attention and intention. All right, loves. I love you too. Thank you. I will see you later. Bye. Have a marvelous day.